Namaskar to all learners. I welcome you all to the official YouTube channel of SRN International School. Today, in this video, our Faculty of Music at SRN International School will be explaining the topic How to Play Tabla for Grade 11th. So, let's begin our topic. Introduction of tabla. In the world of Indian music, tabla plays an important role. There are various stories regarding the birth of tabla. According to one source, the word tabla derives from the word table in Parsi. Others says the famous Pakhawaj player of Delhi, Siddhar Khan, was the father of tabla. Whatever its source, the tabla continued to be a very important and well-loved drum that is an essential part of the music of northern India. History of tabla. A tabla is a pair of twin hand drum from the Indian subcontinent. Since the 18th century, tabla has been the principal percussion instrument in Hindustani classical music, where it may be played solo as accompanied with other instruments and vocals, and as a part of larger ensembles. Tabla is also frequently played in popular and folk music performances. In India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, Afghanistan and Sri Lanka, the tabla is also an important instrument in the bhakti devotional traditions of Hinduism and Sikhism, such as during bhajan and kirtan singing. It is one of the main qawwali instruments used by Sufi musicians. Tabla also featured in dance performances such as Kathak. The name of tabla likely comes from tabl, the Arabic word for drum. The ultimate origin of the musical instrument is contested by scholars. Through some trace is evolution from indigenous musical instruments of the Indian. The tabla consists of two small drums of slightly different size and shapes. Each drum is made of hollowed out wood, clay or metal. The smaller drum is used for creating treble and tonal sound, while the primary function of the large drum is for producing bass. They are laced with hoops, thongs and wooden dowels on its sides. The dowels and hoops are used to tighten the tension of the membranes for tuning the drum or tabla. Understand the different parts of the tabla. Understand the different parts of tabla. The tabla consists of two separate wooden drums, one smaller and one larger. The smaller drum position on the right is called the daya or tabla, and the larger drum positioned on the left is called the baya. Each drum makes a different tone, but together they make the distinctive sound. We associate with the tabla a sound that is central to classical Indian music. How to tabla is made. Learn how to tabla is made in order to play this drum well and keep your instrument in good working condition. It is important to understand how it is made. The daya is made of wood, usually for a neem or shisham tree. The baya is made out of metal or clay. The two drums are made of different materials so that each has a distinct sound all its own. Both drums are covered with goatskin drum heads. The drum heads are attached to the drum with long leather strips that attach to a leather ring at the bottom of the drum. In order to tune the drum, tabla makes instant wooden blocks between the drum body and the leather strips. Moving the wooden blocks up and down along the drum adjusts the tightness of the drum head and tone of the drum. An element that is unique the tabla is the application of the sini, a patch of iron filling mixed with rice paste applied to the surface of the tabla right on the got height, which allows for further tuning of the drums. Sitting position. How to sit while playing tabla. Before starting to play, you need to learn how to position your body correctly, as posture and body position are very important to playing the tabla. Sit cross-legged on the ground. This will position your body on the same level as you tabla. You can sit in Sukhasana as well. Place the drums in front of you, close enough to almost touch your legs, with the space between the drums right in the center of your body. The larger drum on your left should sit flat, with the top of the drum facing straight up to the face of the smaller drum on your right should be facing away from you at approximately 35 degrees. The position of your waist should straight. Keep your posture upright. You should put on one hand on each drum. Make sure that each of your hands can comfortably reach the drums is front of them. The placement of both hands should not be stiff. It should be in comfortable position so that playing tabla is easy. Position of your hand. Position your hand on the baya and daya, the smaller drum on the right. The three fingers starting from the right of your hand, your middle finger, ring finger and little finger should be positioned on the knee at the center or the drum. Make sure that your index finger is raised up away from the head of the drum. Just a little bit rest the heel of your hand of the edge of drum. Practice hitting the baya. Practice hitting the baya. Keep your forearm resting on the drum and simply lift your hand up, flexing at the wrist and bring it down gently. This stroke is called K. Position your left hand onto the baya, the larger drum on your left. Place the palm of your hand on the drum so that your hand covers up the syahi and your elbow is bent. If you are in the correct position, the heel of your hand will be adjusted, covering the syahi and your palm will be resting on the edge of the drum. The syahi on the baya is positioned off center. Make sure your drum is positioned so that the syahi is about 2 o'clock. If the top of the drum was a clock, this make it comfortable to your palm to cover it and your forearm to rest on the edge of the drum. Practice playing the tabla. Practice playing the tabla while practice keep the rhythm slow so that you can focus on hitting the drum and combining sound correctly. Don't try to practice more than one tabla bowl at a time. Repeat the practice of same bowl at least one day or 1 hour. While practice, avoid talking with others. Concentrate on tabla playing. So this is all about the how to play tabla lesson. I hope children you understood this topic very sincerely. Please listen again and again this video and learn this topic very sincerely. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share our channel. Thank you so much. God bless you.